Hi, it's Cammy. Charlie talks football.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Charlie Talks Football. I'm really excited to do this video for you guys. Currently outside it's just stopped raining, so hopefully that doesn't affect the video, guys. But anyway, make sure to subscribe. And I just wanted to say before we started this video, I want to thank you guys for the support on my last video because it's nearly got now up to 1,000 views, which is fantastic. You know, the support that you show us is incredible, and keep subscribing, keep leaving a like on the video, keep getting your comments and opinions, because hopefully we can I can reach my dream of doing this full time, because that'd be amazing. But enough of me waffling on, let's get into the video. Now I wanted to do a deep dive on Anthony Elanga, the player who Newcastle are interested in this summer and are actively trying to get this summer. So based off what I see, I'm basically gonna name the positives. And as to why Elanga would fit into Newcastle's system, and then I'm gonna name the cons, the negatives, as to why Elanga might not be a good fit for Newcastle. So based off the information I give you guys, you can tell us what your opinion is. And let's get into the video. Now, let's start off with number one. Now, the first thing is pace and acceleration. This is a really good strength that Elanga has. You know, he has elite speed over long distances. He's great at beating players, which fits in well with Newcastle because Newcastle have got a lot of players with pace. So I think that's a really good quality of Elanga, the ability to hit people on the break, because as you guys know, Newcastle did that quite a lot last season. You know, we thrive as a team of hitting teams on the break. So I think that's a really good quality for Elanga to have. And I think that's a really good first reason to start with as to why Elanga would fit into Newcastle's system. Now let's get on to number two. Now, number two is that off the ball, Elanga is very good at making intelligent runs off the ball. He's also able to pull fullbacks off into dangerous spaces, which gives him the ability, to bypass them and allows him to beat them on the ball. And this was actually key to the reason as to why he got so many assists last season, drawing fullbacks into vulnerable positions and then exploiting them because of his, incredible pace. So, now, number three is he's very good at dribbling, and he's very confident at taking on defenders, which would certainly fit in to Newcastle's system. You've got, guys, can you imagine Gordon on left wing, running at defenders, and Elanga on the right running at defenders? That could tore apart any Premier League defence, I think, in the league. So yeah, he's very good at quick changes. He's very good at a burst of pace, to beat his opponent. Now let's go on to number four. Now number four is he's got fantastic vision and ability. He's very good at finding crosses, which is excellent because, of course, when you have one of the best strikers in the world at Newcastle, Alexander Isak, there's been a couple of times this season where maybe, Newcastle have struggled to get in crosses to him. So Elanga's fantastic vision on crosses will definitely help. Now let's get on to number five. Now number five is his versatility. We all know that Eddie Howe loves versatile players. I know Lloyd Kelly isn't at the club anymore, but I'll give you guys an example. One of the reasons why Eddie Howe signed Lloyd Kelly was he can play left back and centre back, and Elanga can also play as a backup striker and even a full back. So his versatility will be something that will be fantastic for Newcastle, because let's say Isak gets injured, and with Wilson potentially leaving the club, you could put Elanga at striker, you could put Gordon at striker. So Elanga's versatility gives Newcastle, options to rotate him into different areas of the pitch. Now, the final reason, number 6, is that he's actually, personally, in my opinion, this is probably one of the most important reasons as to why Elanga would be a perfect fit at Newcastle United. And like I said, number 6, that's because he's very good at tracking back, which is, a quality that Eddie Howe extremely values. You know what happened with Saint Maximum, how he struggled to track back, and Newcastle sold him, and that's why I believe Newcastle sold him, because of that. And Elanga, he doesn't just have to track back, he's willing to track back, and with his fantastic pace, he can help support the midfielders in the defence. So what are your thoughts on that, guys? What are your thoughts on all 6 potential positives and reasons as to why Elanga would be the perfect fit for Newcastle? So now, guys, let's go on to the negatives, the potential cons as to why, Anthony Elanga might not be the best fit for Newcastle. So the first negative I want to talk about is his decision making. Now, Elanga often, hesitates in the box. Sometimes he's quite hesitant to play a pass, or he panics and shoots quite quickly. So that's one of the things that Elanga could improve on. And by the way, guys, I'm not like, I don't want to be too negative. I'm not criticizing Elanga. I'm just, giving you guys points, and based off the points I give you guys, you can decide whether you think, Elanga would be a good or a bad fit. Now, on to the next reason why Elanga may not be the best fit for Newcastle. Now, the next reason is that he can often get bullied by more physical defenders. Now, this for me is a minor problem. I'm sure with Eddie Howe's guidance, he will improve on that. But, when coming up against a more aerial, imposing defender with a bit more height, Elanga can often struggle. He also at times can be quite inconsistent with his finishing. He's known to, hesitate quite a lot. He's known to, sometimes struggle. But I'd say that's all the reasons, guys. So I don't think the negatives are that big of a problem. These can be problems that can easily be sorted out by Newcastle, by Eddie Howe, and all the coaching team at Newcastle. So I think one of the last negatives would probably be the price tag, because Nottingham Forest would want around 60 million. And personally, I do think that is a bit too much for a player who's only had, this has been his best season at Nottingham Forest, getting over 10 assists. So I think, the only problem could be on a financial side of things, on the price that Forest want. But what are your thoughts, guys? In my opinion, I think there's far more positive reasons as to why, Elanga would fit into Newcastle than reasons to suggest that he wouldn't fit into Newcastle. So leave your comments down below, guys. I love your comments. This is what this channel's built on, people's opinions. Give us your opinions. Do you think Elanga's the perfect fit? Do you think the points I've made are reasonable? Or do you think Elanga would be, bad fit? Or maybe he would be too expensive for Newcastle? So let us know your thoughts. Let's hopefully Newcastle can sign someone before July the 7th, because that is the start of pre-season, and Eddie Howe did make it clear that he wanted players in before the start of pre-season. So anyway, guys, make sure to subscribe. Once again, thanks again for the support on all the recent videos. And if you're enjoying these videos, I'd really appreciate it if you do subscribe, because it really helps the channel. Leaving a like also helps the algorithms. It helps YouTube push it out to other people. So thanks for watching, guys. We're trying to get 2,000 subscribers. Let's really hope we can do that. Now, one more thing I wanted to quickly mention is Trafford, because of course Trafford is a player, James Trafford is a player Newcastle are trying to sign. And, it started raining outside, guys, but let's hope we can complete that deal soon. I think the agreement's close, and I think it will happen soon. So I hope you enjoyed this deep dive. Guys, It's currently raining outside now. I want to try and do more videos like this, try and keep posting videos because I enjoy doing it, guys. I'll be honest with you, I really enjoy doing this videos. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.